Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So in this video, we will see what are the extra data types which we can use into FastAPI. So currently, as of now, we have used integer, float, str and bool data type, right? But now we'll see some more data types. So these are the data types. Let's say first is UUID. So generally, the full name is universally unique identifier. Generally, we use this when we are defining data types. So we will use this UUID as ID of many tables. Okay. So in request and response, it will be represented as a string. Okay, we'll see the example by end of this video. And another is datetime.datetime, which is a Python datetime.datetime uh, data type. Okay, where same like instead like we are using string as a response and request. Okay, string format. So similarly the like for that format was this. Okay, and similarly we have Python datetime.date, uh, same like input and output will be in a string format, and this will be like this format. For time we have this datetime.time, and like this is datetime.timedelta. So it will be in a float format, so we will define the total seconds for that. Okay, and it request and response will be in the float format. Okay, so suppose we need to execute some program after some seconds, so we can define 40 seconds or around seconds into this time delta field. Okay, and that will be the use case. Okay, so then we have FrozenSet. So we'll see the example of this as well in this video. So request will be in the list of items. Okay, so in the set format. Okay, and request will be in the list format, and the response will be in the converted list format, where it will remove the duplicates value and it will give us the list of unique values in the list. Okay, so this is for this FrozenSet data type. Then we have bytes, where it is a standard Python bytes data type, where input and output will be in the string format. And also we have decimal. So decimal also having request and response format in a float. Okay, so this all are the data types which we have. So I'll just copy this code which we have, which will copy this in our Visual Studio Code. So as you can see, we have used directly, instead of int, float, those data types, we have used UUID as a data type here. For this second field, we have used date time. Okay, for this third one, we have also used this date time, and this for this fourth we have used time. Okay, and this for fifth we have used time delta. Okay, so now like we are doing some we are adding some logic that will be the starting process time. So we are like just calculating the starting process time, and then we are finding the duration, like end date time minus starting process time. Okay, okay, then we are just returning. So this is just a logic, but the main thing is you need to understand how we are going to define the data types, like this UUID and all. Okay, so I'll just refresh my page, and yeah, I'll just here, as you can see that we got default values for this input fields. So I'll just try it out. So you can also change this. So let's say I want to uh, repeat at it up after some time. Okay, so I just need to give some time. So let's say I'll just go here, and I will just copy some format for, sorry, for some format for this time. Okay, so we can just copy this, and we can just paste that here, and we can just modify this time as per our need. And suppose we want to give some this process after time delta in a seconds, let's say after every 15 seconds. So that's how you can define this, and let's execute it. So required field is not provided, so we need to give item ID. So I'll just give some random item ID, and value must be GU GUID. Okay, so we need to give item ID as a UUID in a UUID format. Okay, so I'll just go here and I will just find some unique ID UUID from internet. Okay, I'll just generate some UUID. Let's say from here I will just generate some random UUID. Okay, so then we'll use that. Let me remove this ads, and now we'll generate. So this is our UUID. Let's copy this, and now I'll just paste that UUID here, and I'll just execute it. So as you can see, now we got our response successfully, right? So that's what we are getting. So you need to pass UUID instead of normal ID, and you can give format like this here. Okay, we will add example for frozen sets. I'll just remove this, or I'll just take some example from our documentation. So I will just take this as of now. Okay, I'll just copy this and I'll just paste that here. I will remove this configuration for example, and here instead of tags, actually we will use tags. Okay, tags, and now we will assign it as a frozen set, and we'll make it optional, so none is equal to none. Okay, none is equal to none, and in this actually we are going to remove this. Okay, sorry, we will not remove this item, and then we'll return item. Okay, so now let me refresh my page uh, for Swagger documentation, and here as you can see that now we got this example. So if I'll try it out, and if I'll pass some ID, let's say 12, and here as you can see it is taking list. Okay, this tags, we are not worry about this another fields, but for this we are defining as a defining it as a frozen set, so it will take strings. Okay, list of strings. I'll just add some string, let's say ww, then if I'll say wwe. Okay, so if I'll add one more string, let's say ww same. Okay, we have already defined the ww, so if I'll execute this, then as you can see that in response, if I zoom it out, then as you can see in response we are only getting two strings, okay, instead of three strings. So what it is actually doing, it is actually removing the duplicates value, because we have defined it as a frozen set here. So it will remove duplicate values and it will return list of unique values in our output. Okay, so yeah, that's all about that frozen set as well. So I hope you understood this extra examples of data types. Okay, if you did, then please do subscribe my channel. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, keep sharing, keep loving. Bye bye.